What's happening, everybody? Bruce here with my thoughts from Tumor Town. This is my health update for the 23rd of July. We had the bronchoscopy last week. They removed the stent because it had been apparently dislodged by the pneumonia infection. Shortly after it had been inserted, I presume. I don't know. But the report was that the infection has been knocked down severely. It's not gone. Don't think it ever will be. But it was knocked down pretty good. So they say. And they may want to do another bronchoscopy, which I may not do. I'm just saying because, I mean, that place is just not cool. My experiences there are not good. I mean, I went in there and, I mean, it took these guys 3 sticks. And I mean, even the anesthetist tried to stick me to draw blood, right? And set an IV. Or, I mean, I think it was just to draw blood because I had the PICC line thing in place. Or midline, they call it. And I mean, his hurt more than I have ever been hurt with somebody sticking me than you have ever thought of. You know, but it took him 3 times. And I mean, I'm just, I mean, I tell these people, when I was getting chemotherapy, the infusion people went right here on the top of my forearm, generally in the half between my wrist and my elbow, maybe a little bit higher than that midpoint. Nobody listens. They all try to go where they want to go. They all try to go on my hand, the top of my hand. And I say, people try, but they always fail because supposedly there's a lot of valves up there and they just blow out. I know what I'm doing. So it just annoys me. But, they have you go in at 11:30 for a 1 o'clock, and you sit there until 1 o'clock. And then they finally take you back. And then you sit back there for probably 30 to 45 minutes while they take the blood and do the blood work and all that sort of stuff. And probably all told an hour, So you've been there for 2.5 hours by the time you even get wheeled into the place. And then it takes them probably less than 30 minutes to do what they're going to do in the bronchoscopy. You're back in their little recovery room, and you are just coughing your brains out for 30 minutes, nonstop, And you can't leave until you really, kind of calm down. Your stuff comes back to normal, blah, blah, blah. So in both cases with me, that was about an hour. But I was still coughing when I left. Just, I don't know that I want to do it again or not. I mean, what they're saying is they might want to do another bronchoscopy to see if they can somehow shunt off the top of my right lung and isolate the tumor up there so that the bottom part of my right lung can function better. Well, I'll be honest with you. After the 2 bronchs we've done on this with the thing, do I breathe better? I'm breathing easier in some respect, I mean, it's not as hard for me to breathe. But the cough and the need to cough stuff up is still there, as you can see. And as I tell people, I breathe. I just don't breathe well. It's tight, it's shallow, and it hurts. My lungs, my trachea. So it's just not something I can do without thinking, like you can, So how much more of this, I don't know. I don't know I don't know how much I'll take. But, my wife and I are in, daily battles. She firmly believes that the vast majority of my symptomology now, my sense of unwellness, that I can't breathe and that I don't really want to eat and all these things are psychological. I'm being taken over by depression, anxiety, this, that, and so forth. And I'm sure there is an element to that. I don't deny that. But is that the overriding thing? I don't think so. Personally, I don't think so. But she can't see my way. And she can't understand, because every time we start to go at it, she comes off with things that she says that tell me, you don't understand what I'm trying to tell you. I obviously am incapable of explaining how I feel physically. And why this says to me, this isn't really psychological. This is biological. This is how my disease is going. And I'm never really going to feel any real better. There's not going to be a marked shift in my quality of life, I don't believe. Because today, or last night, was our last IV antibiotic injection. I'm still coughing stuff up. So, yeah, we knocked the infection down, but it's not gone. And now they would like me to start a nebulizer-delivered antibiotic that will cost me essentially $600 a month. They want me to do it for a month. It's a lot of money. And I'm going to have to do it, because my wife would frickin' go berserk if I didn't. So, I don't want to spend that money because, we're not wealthy, and every penny, I can save for Diana going forward is a penny for her. And the way this world is going, Lord knows, I have no idea how whacked this economy and everything else is going to go. Who in the hell knows? We are living in a bizarro world where nothing seems to go the way it used to go in normal world that I knew for, 65 years, 66 years of my life. So I have no idea. I am at a total loss. But I wish we could do that different. So basically, that's my update. I just do what I can to get through the days. And I try to eat what I can for Diana, even though it doesn't take much for me to feel like I am full. I had a bowl of tomato soup with crackers yesterday, late morning. And I just felt absolutely gutted. That was like I overate by half. And that chased me all day. And through the night. So, I don't know. At any rate, that's kind of where I am. I don't know. I'm not even contemplating another bronchoscopy. They can think about that themselves. I'm not going to think about that. I'm just going to have to deal with this aerosol antibiotic, I'm quite sure. That's going to be coming my way. And whatever else I can to try to keep my brain from going crazy at times from the sheer monotony of my daily life and the lack of quality of my daily life. When I contemplate, good God, how much longer could I live like this? That's a scary ass thought. Could I be like this for another 6 months? I don't know that I could mentally take it, frankly. I think I would fall apart. I think I would mentally crack up if I had to live like this for another 6 months. I don't know that I could do it. We'll see. I'm trying, my friends, my treehouse gang buddies, we're trying to come and see me. I'm trying to get a card game together like we used to do all the time. So rather than each one individually coming by, we could all just get together for a few hours and, see each other. And they could have a little fun, and maybe I could too. But so far, that's proving a much more difficult task than you might think. So we'll see how it shakes out. All right. At any rate, that's my lovely health report for Sunday, the 23rd of July. We will catch up again when I have something really new to report on the healthcare side. All right, guys. Thanks. Peace. And what? You got it. I ain't 10.